Yep. It's the team I was talking about. So if you watch my tier list video, or if you haven't watched it, first of all, go check it out. Right? And second, I talk about the revival team, and I'm looking to create a fifth team. Yes, the assassins are good because Wukong is, for me, maxed out. Right? They're good. But again, the competition in what? Hell Arena? I forgot. Is it Hell? I don't think, and it's not Hellfighter, but the highest level where you have to use 5 teams. When I face assassins, I realize that my assassins themselves, they're gonna pretty much run through the other assassin team because most people don't have a maxed out Wukong, right? So I was playing around with this team, seeing what is what, and they're not bad. They're just missing something. So again, Wygor here, why is he here? For the increase to max HP. Everybody gets the 20% increase to max HP. Again, for Danix over here, that's great, right? So she does additional damage based off of her max HP. So when she casts her ultimate, she take away 50% of her max HP, and then it's basically converted into damage. Not converted into damage, it's increased. Her damage will be 50% more based off of her max HP. Sam's just here because he has revival. So he can pretty much go too, because he doesn't really synergize with the team. Doesn't really bring much here, right? Wukong, you already know, it's Big Wu. Why not? He's one of the boys, right? And he has resurrection. I don't really call it revival, but resurrection. Same difference, right? Only problem with him is that once we're facing AoE based units and they take out his clones, he's kind of in trouble. So sometimes he's the first one to die. So I have to figure out a way how to protect him. That's also another thing. The 2 in the back, Vaz is there as support because again, he gives some additional things here for when you revive. Right here, here. Let's start a battle. Each time Vaz is revived, all allied hero gains max HP equal to 30% of Vaz's max HP. So see why Wygor is here. 20% increase in max HP. His max HP is going to be increased. And then when he dies, I think he gains an additional revival, right? Which would be 2. He's going to increase your max HP when he dies. Maybe we put him up front. So that way, if he dies instantly, our max HP is going to be increased by 30%. See? That's what I'm talking about, right? This one here is questionable. I think it's her versus the team. It said after resurrection, allied heroes max HP is increased by 30% and damage is increased by 20%. The wording is weird, right? Because it says after. So I'm assuming it's her. So when she dies, then basically, your max HP is going to be increased again. Again, like I said, that's why I say I feel like the team is only missing one additional piece where we can utilize this max HP. Like if we get a unit that comes out that says, hey, when an ally dies, once they resurrect, they do an AoE damage based off of the whole team's total max HP. That would be nuts. But again, we could play around with this and see. This is primarily about PvP, and of course Alu is Awakened 7. This is also a showing of Awakened 7. So for the commander, this is also another issue. The commander itself, I went with this one here because again, additional damage. I looked at all the commanders. Another option could have potentially be this one here, but I realized it afterwards. It doesn't say there's a cooldown, which is weird because it's supposed to tell you there's a cooldown. So at what point does it, shut off, right? So that's that. We're gonna go with this one. I definitely put a little bit of investment into it. +1 all skills and got Sam. We got some attack in the middle, and of course HP up front. Assassins do additional crit damage and 8% crit rate for the middle, and supports gain 8.5 increase to their max HP. Okay, cool. So that's that there. I'm running this one because again, we needed something, right? So I wish I had a red one here where we're wish I had a red one here where we decrease their healing and shield. I'm trying to get our ultimate off. The sooner Big Woo goes off, the better off it'll be. In here, we got some energy down, some reduction to your energy skill. I don't like that it says energy skills. I wish it would just say ultimate skills, especially for this one right here. And hunters and energies and support is going to take reduced damage, and we have reduced crit damage, and assassins taking less damage. So again, I'm still trying to protect my Big Woo because he's going to be the one dishing out most of the damage. And for the last slot, we have some increase to healing and shielding and protection on our energy unit / hunter, and we reduce the damage, crit damage, right? Crit damage reduction. Perfect. Let's just see how they do. This is a fun team. Again, I am going to say this again before we hop into all of this. This team is missing something because, again, there's no hero in the game as of recording that has the ability that when they die, then come back to life, which is what we need. Because Sam can go. There's a free slot right there. Sam can go. And this team is actually optimal because, again, Danix doesn't need to be on an energy team. Wygor can also be off of the tank team because you can put Alistar in his place and still run what's this guy's name, Rez, and the rest of the team will be fine, right? He's just primarily there for that. But if we get a unit that when you resurrect, your attack is increased or increases the damage you do, similar to what's her name, Alu, would be kosher, and of course a big damage dealer. So hopefully the next summoner that comes out is a Windfear and has revive and also correlate off of revive, where when you die you get an increase to your attack and you get increase to the damage that you do. That's what this team is missing. Protection is there, but let's just see what they can do. All right, let's take on some vanguards here and see how we do. Biggest thing here is actually being able to take out those supports in the back. If we can take out those supports, maybe we can win this. Maybe. So this shows who has the lowest HP, which is Vaz, interestingly enough. If he dies, then we gain some additional HP, if I'm remembering that correctly. But the supports in the back, we can pack them up pretty quick as long as Wukong gets back there. So he's going to pop his ultimate here. Somebody is taking a lot of damage. Yeah, everybody's taking a lot of damage. But Alu having the ability to turn one of them into a summon helps out. But the thing is, I just have that question where when they're in that form, right, and they're getting attacked by the enemy, is it easier for them to die? Here, Alu's not going to be able to change not Wukong. What's this guy's name? Heindel. Heindel's annoying too because he can actually pack up the whole team. He can. Okay, we're getting low on him. Wait, I thought Vaz steal HP too. I thought he did. Okay, that wasn't bad. Well, we swarmed them. As you can see, look at all the additional units. Nobody died. Not bad. Not a bad showing, right? This is a lower Vanguard. Let's see. Awaken 10 Barag. Okay. Awaken 10. If I'm seeing that right, Awaken 10. Claire was there too? Honestly. And he has Orton too. So, it's not a bad Vanguard team. Awaken 5. What's this guy's name? Heindel. 10 Ares. 10 Barag. And I think Fiona's Awaken 9. Hey, not bad. Not a bad Vanguard team. And again, that would be a team that I'll face in Hell Arena. And then my Vanguards could potentially go against a different team. All right, let's see how we do against this tank team. I was told that Abaddon is a substitute for if you don't have Connor. Now, this fight here could be very annoying because they have Kara. Kara steals HP, and it's just a big old annoyance, right? But the good thing about this team is everybody could actually run Fade Out. But here we go. We didn't cast our ultimate. What happened? They didn't cast their ultimate either. I'm looking at Big Woo here because he's the one that's going to be dishing out the damage. and they have fear. Why do we have? It seems like they have fear. Who on their team has fear? Okay, I think Wygor died already, right? Here comes Big Woo. Didn't do any damage at all. They're in a guardian state. But again, with this team, I feel like having the ability to, revive and then having a unit that benefits off of that would be a huge game changer. So this is a problem we run into, right? Because I was playing around with this team, and sometimes there are moments where it just takes us so long to take out the enemy units. And for most teams, that's great for them because they get to, get going. Like, take, for instance, I don't know if they have Orin over there. I completely forgot. Like, somebody like Orin, it takes some time for them to, because the more ultimates you cast, the more damage the tanks do. Let's get the damage out of the way so we can see. And see there, close. I'm trying to see if they can take out. No, they get turned back. I don't understand it. It's weird. It is very weird. For Lu turning one of them into something. Wait, where are they getting fear from? Oh, Vaz. Vaz does do fear. But this is what I noticed, that this fight tends to take a long time. Wygor's down. But as long as Wukong can stay up, we're in good shape. And I think we're going to get timed out here. Yeah, unfortunately. We couldn't beat the tanks because we don't do enough damage. So that's a problem. We have a problem of dishing out damage. Wow, we were close versus Kara. We should have won that fight. I don't understand how we have way more units than you and you give the win to the defender. Just saying. It's right. If that is the case, if this is the case they want to go with, that's what they want to do, right? We do have her. That's 2 SPs, which is, it's at this point now it's just not fair now. Like, we have 2 SPs. This is too much, and she's free too. I use her on my energy team, so she is an option. She got to rework, but sometimes it's just like come on, the rework wasn't like LB, right? So a lot of people probably didn't even bother put any astrals into her, right? But she's here, she can help out, right? But again, like I said, not having the ability to benefit full off of the constant revival is one of the bigger problems we have here. And the answer to what's his name, Kara, is obviously going to be what? Stuns. If you get stunned, Kara, it don't matter how much HP he steals, he'll just get backed up. And I think he died there. Or knocked down. What I don't understand is this, right? When you turn the enemy into one of the big eyes, right? Why not give them less HP? Right? Instead of giving them inheriting what she has going on, wouldn't it have been better if she made it so it's like a disadvantage? And then it should have, that big old eye there should have taunt, right? Wouldn't it have made sense that it has taunt? So that means that the enemies start targeting specifically the big eye of nature, whatever that she summons there. So of course, if you bring her along, the confusion that she brings, the fear, maybe. But again, we have room to play around. But I'm gonna say it again, is that we need a unit that when you revive, you gain additional damage increase or increase to your attack. That's what we need. That's all we're looking for. Let's take on these vanguards close to our combat power, exact, right? Not gonna use her. Gonna sit her for right now. Wait, does Korra have revive? I can't remember. Is it a revival or not? But that's another SP. Obviously there's Deji, but Deji is on the summoner team, so I'm not gonna pull her out. Let's go back to here. We have Sam. Sam needs fade out, right? But again, let's see how we do against the Vanguards. There's no Heindel, so again, we're gonna have to deal with somebody. Somebody was half dead there. Wow, who was that? They basically just destroyed whatever we had going on. Okay, it's clearly on our side, right? Okay, they came back to life. It was like, where did the whole team? It's like I thought the whole team was dead, but they just came back to life. Right, Barag is still there. He's getting cooked. I don't even know who he's fighting, and I think we're gonna lose this one. It looks like it. Wukong is dead. Then it's gonna come down to Sam. Okay, Barag versus her. This is an interesting fight. Okay, egg 1, egg 2. Fear. Ugh, I hate this fear nonsense. Damn, she does a lot of damage. Wait, where's the damage coming from? Is it because... Wait, what? Oh, it's bleed. Bleed is busted. This is the second one. See, it would have been... it would have been, what you would call it? If that was 7, it would be pulsing as the egg is descending. Okay, so getting her to awaken 7 is going to change a lot, but she beat Barag in that situation. Those revives, and imagine if it was 7, we would have still had 2 more of those eggs coming out to go. Hey, just saying, you know, it's there. Oh boy, I wonder how quick this is going to be. I'm giving them maybe about, this is a survival test. Probably about 10, if any, 5 seconds. If they can survive more than 5 seconds, I'll be happy. If they can survive more than 5 seconds, I'm just watching the timer. I'm not even looking at the damage. We are now at 3 seconds, 4, 5. I'm impressed. Good job. Kudos. If you can kill somebody, that would be even better. No. Okay. They survived 10 seconds because of the revival, right? Yeah. But here it would be pulsing. Sam's still going, and she's dead. She came back to life, and she died in the egg. This is what I'm talking about. How did she die? How did she die in the egg? I'm glad that showed up, because this is what I was talking about. She shouldn't be able to be attacked. That's what it says. That's literally what it says. Let's go look at that, and we'll talk about that. That doesn't make any sense to me. Go to energy. She's here, and awaken 3 right here. Where does it say? Is it here? The Phoenix egg can't be attacked by enemies. We just saw that 2 seconds ago. Yeah. Boom. So that's not working correctly. Okay. Good to know. It's great to know. But I still like Danix here. They survived 10 seconds. For most teams, it's less than that, right? Most teams, it's getting packed up pretty quick. So again, for a team that was thrown together, we don't really have the commander that we need, right? And it's like, what, assassins? 2 assassins, hunter, energy, tanks, and support, right? So let's try this one. We know we're not going to do too well here, but again, it's worth the shot just to see how long we can survive. And they have Seikai too, so this one is even worse. We die, we come back to life, and that's what's keeping us up. Can we survive 10 seconds here? Watch the egg again. She already burned through all the eggs. Where is she? She's still alive. Okay. And I want to see when she dies here. She's going to eventually die. Sam is actually standing. She's in a corner there, so we might not be able to see it. Okay, she died. She's gone completely. And Sam, she's still alive. Wow. Okay, impressive. They don't have Alistar over there? I think he switched it. Okay. And she's still there. Okay. Wow. Okay. So maybe, just maybe, right? So at 7, there's still 2 more to go. And we could potentially time them out on defense. So this will be the last one here, right? And this one could be annoying, of course, for all that there is. So, the layers and light barriers. I don't know why the light barriers are very annoying. So we'll just run it here. Remember, this is just for fun, right? Just have a little fun, guys. Don't take it too seriously. I know I can hear it now. Let's see how many hits. Where did? Okay, there it goes. I just remove all the layers, man. Can we take her out? No, we can't. We can't take nothing out. Can we just kill her? She's right there. She's right in front of us. It's like we just can't get in close. Wygor, he died. He come back. He came back with barely any HP, which is annoying to deal with. Okay. All right. We're still dealing with her. Sam is back there. Come on, Big Woo. Pop that ultimate, my boy. He's not using his ultimate for some odd reason. He's just standing around. Where is this guy with his ultimate? That's what we're waiting on, man. Because that's what's the driving force. So again, it's tough to beat this team. This team is already annoying to beat because of the. Wait, he's dead, right? But he's showing up that he's not dead. Wukong is still alive. How? Oh, he's over there. He's invisible. Yeah. Now he's dead. He's not dead. I don't even know what's going on. Even the game was like, we don't even know how to register this. So here we go. Okay. She was still taking damage because look at the HP of the egg. She came back. Okay. That HP reduction, look at this HP manipulation here. She comes back. Yeah, unfortunately, the game was like, you know what? We've seen enough. The HP manipulation in this game where you can reduce the enemy's max HP is absolutely broken, right? Maybe Wygor is not the best option, like after playing it, because he doesn't really do much. So Sam and Wygor is a free slot. I like Vaz in there because, again, when he dies, he increases your max HP. I don't know why he would increase your max HP and not your damage, even though he's a attack-based unit, right? Wouldn't have made sense. I can understand a Lu dying and then increasing your max HP, but again, the units that she supports are units that are going to do what? Benefit off of attack or increased damage. At least the increased damage made sense, but the increase into your max HP doesn't really make any sense to me. Of course, Wukong is Wukong, and as you can see, Danix, if she can get up to Awaken 7, she looks fairly interesting, and maybe she can play off of the time out your defense, right? Maybe that's a way you can win on defense, right? Put her in there, she time out the opposition, and you'll win. Obviously, that's not going to help you in Ascension Arena, but in Hell Arena or any of the other PvP modes, if the defense have one unit left and they have their whole team, the defense automatically wins. So just that off of that, it's not bad. So again, this team, it's just a fun one. Just wanted to see what they could do. I didn't really expect them to do a lot. We're still missing 2 units that could benefit off of the revival, but it's a start and it looks pretty solid. I think Awakening of Wukong could change things if he can block revival and get that effect of LB where you can't revive and you cannot use cheat that would be huge. This team will definitely go up in value and you'll potentially see it a lot more. So if you made this far in the video, the word of the day is revival or resurrection, right? If you're new around here, we're on our way to 2,000 subscribers. We're literally this close. Well, 60 at this point. Away from 2,000 subscribers. What do you get? Updates, guides, walkthroughs, fun videos like this one, different type of teams, and all of that fun stuff. This is the channel you want to subscribe to. For those that are rocking with me, let me know down in the comments how you feel about a team like this, or if you have any suggestions for other teams that we could potentially build and play around. Remember that it needs to be optimal, right? Meaning that you could put it in as your 15 if you're gonna come up with a suggestion. So without further ado, I want to thank you for watching. Till the next video, peace.